Hey there, and welcome. If you're an entrepreneur with a massive vision, but, a not-so-massive budget, then you know the pressure's real. So today, we are going to break down the powerful idea of bootstrapping. That's building a thriving business completely on your own terms. We're going to walk through a proven framework for how to do just that. Okay, let's get into it.
This right here, this is the core philosophy of bootstrapping. And look, this isn't some fantasy. It's a strategic path that thousands of successful founders have actually taken. The whole idea is that you don't have to give up pieces of your company or your control just to find success. It's about building a legacy of self-reliance right from day one.
And that's the real question, isn't it? It feels like you're constantly fighting this uphill battle. You're trying to turn these brilliant ideas into actual profit, all while the world is screaming that you need outside cash to make anything happen. Well, what if there's a totally different way to look at this?
To tackle this, what we really need is a blueprint. A systematic way of building your business from the ground up, not just a bunch of random tips you find online. So we're going to structure this entire explainer around a super clear 3-part plan for achieving that self-funded success.
So we're going to break this whole system down into 3 key pieces. First, we'll explore the strategic roadmap. That's the why behind the whole bootstrap mindset. Second, we're going to dive into the hands-on training, the how of turning all that theory into actual practice. And finally, we'll cover the action plan, the day-to-day steps that actually create momentum.
So let's start with the foundation, the bootstrap mindset itself. It's all about a fundamental shift in perspective. It's about seeing your limitations, like a small budget, not as weaknesses, but as things that actually spark your creativity. The real art of bootstrapping is learning how to build something absolutely extraordinary from the resources you already have.
And here is a perfect example of that mindset in action, the minimal viable product, or MVP. So, instead of burning a mountain of cash to build some perfect product, you move in these smart, quick stages. You start by identifying the single, most painful problem your customer is facing. Then, you build only the essential features to solve that one problem. You launch that basic version to a small group, you listen like crazy to their feedback, and then you refine. This whole cycle gets you to making money so much faster, all while keeping your risk way, way down.
All right. So, it's one thing to understand a concept, like the MVP, right? But it's a whole other ballgame to actually apply it. The second stage of our blueprint is all about turning that knowledge into real action, transforming powerful ideas into a concrete strategy for your business through hands-on practice.
And an exercise like this one? It's deceptively simple, but so powerful. It's basically a resource inventory. The whole idea is to force yourself to look beyond just cash. What skills do you have that you could maybe trade or barter? Who's in your network that could make that one key introduction for you? What physical stuff is just sitting around unused? I'm telling you, you will be absolutely amazed at the hidden value you already have. This is all about leveraging every single advantage you've got.
All right, let's bring it all home with the final piece of the puzzle, consistent execution. A great strategy is pretty much useless if you wake up on Monday morning and have no idea what to do. This last part is about taking those big ideas and breaking them down into clear, manageable, step-by-step actions that build real, tangible momentum.
And this is what I'm talking about. These aren't just vague goals, they're concrete tasks. Take this one, for example. Negotiate longer payment terms with suppliers. That is a classic, brilliant bootstrapping move. If you can get an extra 30 or even 60 days to pay a bill, it's literally like getting a short-term, interest-free loan. It's this kind of practical daily action that turns a plan into actual progress.
So, check this out. You've used these principles, you've built a solid foundation, and now the money's coming in. What's next? The really exciting part, growth. Because this blueprint isn't just about surviving, it's about scaling that success smartly, sustainably, and without giving up a single ounce of control.
And this chart, man, it just lays it all out, crystal clear. Over on the left, bootstrapping gives you full control, sustainable growth, and true self-reliance. But on the right, traditional funding, that often brings investor pressure, giving up your equity, and a board of directors you have to answer to. The entire philosophy here is about keeping you firmly planted on the left side of this chart.
And we're not talking about small savings here. These strategies can have a huge financial impact. Just take remote work. According to Global Workplace Analytics, companies save an average of $11,000 a year for each employee who works from home just half the time. That is a massive, tangible cost-cutting tactic that you can pour directly back into your growth.
But here's the thing, and this is so important. Smart growth isn't just about saving money. It's about measuring what actually matters, using what we call key performance indicators, or KPIs. For example, you have to know your customer acquisition cost. How much do you spend to get one new customer? And then you compare that to their lifetime value, the total money they'll bring in over time. A healthy business has a way higher lifetime value than its acquisition cost. Tracking KPIs like this means your decisions are backed by data, not just a gut feeling.
Okay, so let's just take a step back. We've just walked through a complete blueprint, mastering the right mindset, turning that knowledge into action, and then executing a daily plan for smart, sustainable growth. The strategies we've covered are all designed to give you that clear path forward.
Now, everything we've been talking about today, this entire framework, it all comes from one single comprehensive source, the complete Bootstrap bundle. It's the full system, literally designed to guide you on this journey.
And for anyone who's ready to go all in, the bundle has the whole shebang. The ebook is the full strategic roadmap, the workbook is just packed with exercises so you can apply these ideas, and the checklist gives you that step-by-step action plan.
And get this, the entire toolkit, the ebook, the workbook, the checklist, the full blueprint we've been talking about is available for just $9.99. It is an incredibly powerful investment in yourself and in your vision.
And you should know, these materials were put together by the experts at Educational Highway, specifically for the Think Strong Network, bringing together proven, high-quality guidance for founders just like you.
So, your next step? It's super simple. If you found this explainer valuable and you want the complete system, you can grab the bundle by clicking the link in our bio right now.
So really, it all comes back to that first question. Are you ready to stop fighting for funding and start building on your own terms? Are you ready to rewrite the rules?